So we're going to format in Canva, and we're going to use KDP as a template. Here are all of the steps. So I'm putting this here so you can refer back to it, but I am going to walk you through it. So you'll download the template, upload it to Canva, create a new design. So we're going to go through all of that though. Okay, you've gotten your ideas, you've written your story, you've done all of your edits, you have your illustrations for the most part anyway. Now we need to format it. In order to do that, we need two programs. So we need to use KDP for their cover calculator. That's through Amazon. And then we need to use Canva. So first thing though, we need to use KDP. We need a cover. And you need to figure out what size cover you're going to use for this picture book. It's obviously going to be a paperback because your picture book would not be at least 76 pages, and you need 76 pages in order to do a hardback with Amazon. So choose paperback. Your interior will always be premium color. Your paper will be white, and you're reading it obviously left to right, and your measurements will be in inches. Now select your trim size. With a children's book, I usually go 8.5 by 8.5. That's what I'm going to choose today. And then how many pages will you have? Let's just say we're going to use 24. Calculate the dimension. It will bring you to this right here. And it gives you all of the different margins and measurements that you need. But then to make it easier, you download the template, okay, which I just did. Go into your files once you have them. And this is Canva. If you don't have Canva Pro, I would highly recommend you get that. You can get it for just a month at a time. And if you're organized enough, you might only need it for a month, but probably a couple of months. And I think it is around $12 to $15 a month. Okay, now that we're in Canva, I do a custom size. Now, in order to have this custom size, make sure you are choosing inches. You'll go to your KDP cover calculator, and you are going to make two things. You're going to make your cover. That's a separate design from your interior. So let's make our cover calculations, our template first. To do that, your full cover is this number here, your 17.306 by 8.75. So back over into Canva. What is 17.306 by 8.75. I'm going to create that new design. Once you create that, I immediately go up and rename it. So I'm just going to call this sample cover, and then the size 8.85. This is the book, the whole book, by 8.85 inches. From here, we're going to upload that template that we had just downloaded from KDP. So we'll have to go into our downloads, paperback, and I upload the PNG is what I like to do. Okay, here's the image, it's coming. Okay, from here, click that. This just makes it so easy. You click it, drag it into place. It should snap right there into perfect place. There you go. And it has all of your margins that you'll need. So from here, if you hover over where this ruler is and click, and you drag it, you can drag some guidelines. I'm going to drag it over just till it reaches about there. Let me just try and make this a little bigger for you to see. That's not as good. And then right about here, because I don't want to put any of my illustrations where the pink is, because there's a good chance they'll be cut off. And now from here, I will do this is the exact spine. So I might need to actually zoom in, as you can see, and move this over. This will be here. Oh, so I move that other one over. I can see that it was off a little bit now because I zoomed in so well. And then zoom back out. Now I need to put the same thing at the top. So here's a margin that'll come all the way down here. There we go. Again, margin all the way down here. There you go. And then your barcode, if you want later on, you can, pull some margins over so you can see where will my margin need to be for my barcode. Whoops. You can do that now too. Then you just won't forget. Okay. Now what you'll need to do is create a new page. So from here, I actually unclick this. I like to have it like that. All of these guides will show up for you. And if you scroll back up, there they are as well. So you can see all the guides. And they won't show up, obviously, when you print. They're just invisible in a sense, but they're for you to see where everything goes. So you'll know, oh, this is where my barcode goes. I don't want to print anything outside of these edges. This is exactly where my spine is as you're creating the book, okay? So now we have the cover done. Let's go on and make the interior. Now back to your Canva. You're making a new design. Again, I'll start over just so you can see. So you would do create custom size. Instead of 17.306, you want half of that because you're not doing the whole spread, right? You're not doing the entire 2 pages. You're doing 1 page at a time. So you need to divide that number in half. That 8.653. Create new design. Now we have our individual pages here. Again, go back to the top. Let's rename this sample interior. Oops, interior. Go back over on the left to your uploads. This was what we used for the cover. We're still going to use it. We're going to use it for our interior as well, except we're only using half of it. So put it in the corner, lock it to the corner, and then drag it out until it gets right there. And it should be exact. This is just helpful for you to see, okay, this is where I need to have my margins. The very first page that you make, by the way, this is going to be on the right side. I'm going to grab my book here, of your book. So when you have a book, maybe I'll make this bigger just so you can see. When you have a book, whatever you put on the first page goes on the right-hand side. That's page 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, all the way through. Just so you know, some people think that page 1 actually starts on the left, and it doesn't. It starts on the right. So here we are. Here's page 1. Let's make our guides again. Let's pull these down till we get to the pink. Pull them down again till you get to the pink. Do the edges. The one on the left here, I always pull it in just slightly bit more because if you scroll down add another page, you'll see it's a little bigger on this side than it is on this side. That's because this is supposed to be the seam. This is your page 1 technically. Okay, this is your page 1. If you add it again, this would be on the left-hand side. And this would be your page 2. So, and this would be where your seam was, and this would be over just a little bit more. But I don't get that technical with it. It's so minor that I just make all of the edges about the same. And because they're going to cut there anyway, just slightly, and it's always off just a teeny tiny bit with every single book that you have. It doesn't make that much of a difference. So just make them all the same. And these are your interior pages. Okay, now for doing the illustrations. So you've gotten your illustrations, I'm hoping. What you can do is upload them. So you go to your upload files, whatever your illustrations may be. Maybe somebody made you some AI ones, somebody made you some illustrations that were with paint. You did those with paint, whatever they may be. They might be pictures. I'm going to scroll through here. These are just some pictures. So say you made this. It was your illustration. Once you click upload files and you go through your computer and you find where those are and you click open and upload them and they're here, now you can place them in your book. So I'm going to place this one here, for example. Okay. So that's my page 1. I'm going to say, or my page 2 actually, but you can move them up. You can move them around from page to page. Let's just pretend that's my page 1. And then I'm going down to my page 2. This is on the left-hand side. If you want to help you, just so you can pay attention to which page is what, you can write at the top here the name of your pages if you'd like to. Even though it says page 2, really this is my page 1 because I'm using this template. It's just holding my spot here. Just so I can always see where my guides are if I need to come back to this page. So I leave it there. But you could say, you could rename it to page 1 if you really wanted to. It doesn't matter. It's really just for you, for your visual, just to organize yourself. If you come down to the bottom and you click the grid view, you'll be able to see that anyway. So here's your page 1, and then your page 2, and your page 3, and so on, as you add each page to that. So let me open one that I've already gotten done, just so you can see as you add each picture on there, and you can add writing. Well, actually, let me help show you how to add writing. So once you are in here and you want to add some text, you just click T for text. You can move it all around. You can change the font however you'd like it to be. Change the size of your font however you'd like it to be. Your color, different effects. So you can make it shadowed if you'd like a little bit. Change the color of your font, outlined if you'd like. Maybe you want it outlined in purple. Again, there are so many options too. So I always suggest get all of your illustrations on the page. Put your text on the page, and then once you have all your text on, all your illustrations on, go back through and just pick through all of the different fonts and see which one do you think looks the best for what you're doing. I would also suggest not doing anything larger than probably a size 30 font. This is 33 right now because it gets quite large. And it looks odd. Now, if it's like a baby book you were making, it was like an alphabet book, you might want to do that. But just for a short story book, I wouldn't do that. Let me open up one of my books that we've done here. If I scroll through, I have so many different things. Oh, let me show you this one because my daughter made it and it's just really, really silly. Oh, actually, I'll do my husband's, that's fine. She's not done with that one yet, so she might be mad at me if I put that up. So Daddy overdid it. This is his. So we went through, put the illustrations on the page, put the text on the page. So this is your first page, right? This is page number 1 on the right-hand side. The reason this is here, it's just a placeholder in my mind for me. But page 1, this is the left-hand side, this is the right-hand side. So pages 2 and 3, and so on as you go through. You can click your grid view to see all of your pages lined up. Once you've gotten all of your pages lined up and ready to go, sometimes I make different pages. So for example, let me show you this. I liked this, the way it was set up, but then I went down here and took out some of the other text and wasn't sure which one I liked better. So you don't print them both, you don't download them both, but you at least can have them stay in your file for you. When you're ready though to download, you've put your whole book together now, we're ready to download, then you'll go up to share and download. To upload this to KDP, you want to click PDF print. This is best for printing, which is what you're going to do. It's a printed book. You want to flatten that. That just makes all of your images part of the page. And sometimes if you don't click flatten your PDF, the images, the coloring goes wrong. I've had some of the times I've tried this and all my greens turned out white, and I'm not exactly sure why. So make sure you flatten your PDF. Select the pages you want. So remember how I said all the way down here, I didn't want both of these pages printed, just the one. You could deselect the one that you didn't want. You can select all of them. You could just select one page. Maybe you just wanted one page just to print it out and see what it looked like. You could select just that one page and then click done. I'll just click a few of them through and click done. You're doing RGB, which is what Amazon uses for their printing profile. You do that, you click that. Oops. I have to run back through it now because I clicked out of it. Again, PDF print, best for printing, flatten image, choose the pages that you want. I'll just choose a couple different pages. And RGB, now download. It'll take a few minutes here. Okay, it's downloading as you can see up here, and then it's ready to go. Once it's ready, you can click it. And this is your PDF of your book, which is what you will upload. Obviously, you would have all your pages on there, what you would upload to KDP. And that's what I'm going to show you next. How do you actually upload this and into KDP? Okay, we're back into Canva for our cover. We made our interior, but now we need to make our cover. You do not necessarily need a barcode because we are doing this for free. This is the free version on how to publish a book for free. And Amazon will give you a barcode, so you don't even have to worry about creating that. But in later videos, I can show you how to go about actually creating your own barcode. If you are publishing this to be purchased, from Barnes and Nobles online and Walmart and all these other places, get it into local bookstores possibly. But for now, we're just doing the free version. So don't even worry about what the barcode is. Amazon will put one there for you. But let's make our cover. Let's just choose a few photos. I'm being silly with this. I'm not actually making a great cover. I'm just showing you some things that you can do. If you take pictures, for example, we took pictures of our dog Sophie here, and with a green screen behind her. And then we knew we would want to remove the background. So if you have the Pro version, you can do that very simply. Just click the background remover button, and there she is. You can put her in a whole bunch of different scenarios. So for example, maybe I want to put her in a winter scene. Let's see. I can type. There we go. And we'd click graphics. Maybe I want her to be right here. Let me just put this on my cover. I'm just going to extend it really big like this. I don't want it to go to the back cover, so I'll stop it right in the middle. Now, Sophie's behind there. How do I get her in front? Well, I click this picture, go to position. I can actually use my layers, and you can actually see where she's at and just move her up so she's in front of the whole picture. Or if she was still behind here and you went to arrange and you're clicked on this picture, you could send it to the back or push it backwards, and that would bring her forwards. So here she is. I don't know, maybe I want to put her in the back of the truck. I'm not sure. This is, like I said, this is not the best. This is not the best. I'm just giving you some ideas. Here she is. She's riding in the back of the truck. Off to her winter wonderland. I'm not sure. Now you can go on to make your back. So maybe the back cover, you just want a snowy scene. Go back to your elements. Let's say snowy scene. You can use your Canva elements to do this, but you can't just put them on a page like this and not change anything and claim them to be your own. So maybe I want to also add this for the back of this snowy scene. And then this one in the back, this tree here, maybe I want this to be in the front. Go to the position, again, go to your layers. You can just bring that up towards the front there. Maybe make it a little smaller, put it off to the side. I know my barcode's going here, so I don't want to put anything there that I don't need for the picture to make sense. But I also am going to need some text, right? So I have to write, what is this book about? I might want to put that up here. About a silly dog in winter. You basically would write, what is this book about? And you want to put that right there. Your cover. What else do you need? You need the author on your cover. You want the illustrator listed on your cover. Let me show you some of the covers that we have made to give you an idea here. This was my cover for How Henny Hatched Her Eggs. So on the back, I have text. It's explaining what is the story about. There's a fun little picture here. I do know right in this spot here, the barcode is going to be, so I didn't put anything really there that I didn't want to get covered up. I have the title nice and big so everybody can see it, and then who the author illustrator is right there on the front. Perfect. On the spine, I always like to do a little bit of just a color on the spine. You cannot write on the spine for Amazon. They just don't allow it on their paperbacks that are less than, oh goodness, I want to say it's roughly 50 pages because it's just not wide enough. And with the way that they print, it gets shifted sometimes just slightly and it could be off center. And so they don't want to worry about that. So they just say, nope, no writing on the spine. You can put some color, but no writing. So there's that. Once you're ready to upload your cover, again, you'll have to download this first. So you go to share, you go to download, you're going to your PDF print, flatten. Which page is it? I'm going to choose the current page, which is this. Click done, and then download, and it will download that for you. Next, we're going to see how do you actually upload your cover and your interior now to KDP for Amazon so you can actually have that published and be able to buy it and be able to share it with friends and family and others. Let's do that.